Every one of us resides in the reality of an ongoing global emergency that is presently a stark, lived experience for many around the world. It is one of converging social, political, and ecological change with erupting catastrophes, unrest, and displaced peoples on a growing scale. Despite our initial responses to these pressures, despair, hopefulness, and often denial, the calling of this new world reality can be faced with individual and collective strength. Through observation of our worldly and inner experience, it's possible to see ourselves as the actors and God as the witness in a rapidly changing world. This puts the responsibility in our hands, as we are now tasked with entering a relationship with a challenging future of limited resources and growing needs of the human family. Increasingly, moving to a new house, new country, or a new mindset will not insulate a person from the direct experience of these turbulent global changes. For some, the time for questions can be afforded, such as, is my life stable enough to weather the changes ahead, including the loss of certain comforts and resources? Can my family learn to live with less when the region simply will not produce what we are used to? Am I willing and prepared to feed and house others if necessary? How we contribute to the world around us on an individual level is still important: to live simply, reduce waste, and conserve resources. However, the solutions will require human cooperation on a large scale, a radical idea of unity that stands in contrast to the siloed national decision-making processes that protect a variety of interests and fears. Resource depletion becomes clear as the root cause of war, underneath the quest for dominance, and the cause of ruthless actions and denial of reality within the human race. While we struggle over resources on Earth and reckon with the natural and human-caused changes, we are also contending with changes brought about by extraterrestrial influence upon our planet. Many are waking up to this ET presence, and the plight of our world then has an even greater backdrop to consider. This is a story of resource competition beyond Earth alone, a question of sovereignty in the universe, and humanity's ability to work within the limits of what this planet can provide, without giving in to false promises of help from beyond. While the intervening ET presence attempts to exploit our weaknesses, the question arises: will humanity unite, or will it fight within itself for the remaining resources? The immensity of these global waves of change could easily overwhelm us emotionally and mentally, pulling us into hopelessness or obsession. The news is harsh and rife with human cruelty, corruption, and tragedy for the innocent. How can we allow ourselves to feel the reality of the world but not be overtaken? It can be so easy to place blame. Yes, there is a need for justice to be brought into many areas, but it's important not to fuel a false sense of personal control by trying to judge right and wrong ourselves, succumbing to the authority of others, or letting the loudest voice in the room guide our mind and actions. Within us, we know the importance of building inner and outer strength for these times, listening and responding to our deeper mind that connects us to our world's future in a larger universe. This has us seek out the confident and unwavering part of ourselves that fortifies the ability to connect with others from an honest place, to forgive, become objective, and find the path to individual and collective contribution. It can then be possible to view this world simply as the place we came to give and not lose hope. Without this strength, we risk missing the signs and the means to prepare for crucial next steps to becoming a free and sustaining human race. We stand at the end of an era, but not the end times. There is either the path of contribution and collaboration, or the path of failure and catastrophe. How will we find our place and purpose in a crashing world?